We have turmoil in Queensland politics. The Queensland Parliament was already as tight as it almost could be. Now it's got even tighter, would you believe, because the Labor Party, which was in minority government after that amazing election win on the 31st of January, now will probably lose one of its MPs. Well, it definitely will, because it's asked Billy Gordon to go to the crossbenches. And in fact, the Anastasia Palaszczuk, the Premier, has asked Mr Gordon, the member for Cook, to quit Parliament altogether. So at the moment, Labor is governing with just the support of the independent Peter Wellington. They're now going to rely on more than that, so the two Katter MPs come into the picture. Billy Gordon has admitted to a criminal record. He's the member for Cook, which is in the far north of Queensland. He is no longer going to be in the Labor Party. He'll have to at least sit on the crossbenches, but there's more pressure than that. There's pressure on him to resign altogether, which would mean a by-election. Labor, would they win that by-election? Possibly, but it does mean that the numbers have been thrown into complete turmoil so soon after what was already a surprising election result.
Now, this comes on the back of revelations of that criminal history, Chris O'Brien, that includes convictions for break and enter, public nuisance and breaching bail, as well as apprehended violence restraining orders against him.
All of these things seem to grow in the telling, don't they? It's been a few days since Mr Gordon made a statement to the Parliament where he admitted he hadn't paid child support, or he was behind on his child support in relation to a previous marriage. Then allegations were aired of domestic violence, which he rejected. Today, it's gone even further than that in the sense that he has admitted to some criminality, to breaking and entering, to breaching bail, to driving unlicensed, and then culminating in an admission by Mr Gordon that his mother took out an apprehended violence order against him. So in a sense, that's more serious because these are things that are actually admitted to. So anyway, the bottom line is he's gone. He's gone from the party. He's gone from the Labor Party. He'll have to sit on the crossbenches at least, but the pressure's on to make him leave Parliament altogether, which would mean a by-election. So potentially the LNP, which was so surprisingly chucked out of office only a few weeks ago, theoretically, numerically, could be back in government. We're waiting to see what the crossbench MPs who are there right now say about that.
Do you think does he have any hope of staying in Parliament now? I mean, convicted criminal, surely there's no chance now.
Well, theoretically he could. You have to be guilty of an offence that would have earned a sentence of 12 months or more, so that's a bit of a grey area. Morally and ethically, though, that's the question. He's going to face enormous moral and ethical pressure to stay in Parliament. So legally he could possibly cling on if he really was determined to. I don't know why he'd want to. And morally and ethically, I think the pressure will be almost too much. So the ball's in his court now. It's a very fast-moving story. We might even hear from him before the afternoon is out. We haven't heard yet. But stay tuned. You never know what's going to happen next.